And today, on Flick Knows, we're talking about houses going to auction. Wait, what? Hey there, everybody. How's it going? We're in 2020 here, new year, new office too. We're pretty excited about it. I'll just tell you, if you take a quick gander here, let's flip you around. You can take a peek outside there. But we're in our office. As you can see behind me, it's pretty bland. We need to do a little bit of decorating in here, but we're pretty excited about the new office, and we've got a great location here in Silverthorne next to Red Buffalo Coffee, which is pretty awesome as well. But I wanted to get online here and tell everybody about a property that is coming up for auction on the Summit County Courthouse. Short notice here. That's usually the way these things work. They kind of are back and forth, going in and out of this foreclosure process. Sometimes people rescue them at the last minute too and pull it out of the foreclosure process, but that's just kind of the nature of the beast. But tomorrow at 10 a.m. on the Summit County Courthouse steps, that's where this auction is going to happen. And this property has been on the market a couple of times. It's actually a pretty big house. It was most recently on the market for $1.5 million. Well, started at $1.6 million, went down in price. These guys bought it quite a few years ago, redid like everything. And you know what? I'll put a link down in the comments here after a little while here to the property, so you can take a look at when it was last listed and what the photos look like. But just real quick on the property, it's 6 bedrooms, 7.5 baths. It's located in Breckenridge, really Blue River, so you're about halfway out there to Hoosier Pass. Just off Highway 9. It's got some good protection from Highway 9, some trees there to give it that sense of privacy. Looks like these guys bought it, and man, they poured a ton of money into it, remodeling it. Have been trying to rent it out from what I can gather. There are some good rental projections on it that put it close to 200,000. We're looking like 1.9, I think 1.7, or excuse me, 170,000 or 190,000 is probably realistic numbers that we're looking at there. So it's over 6,000 square feet. It's a pretty cool house, nicely updated. I think the downside of why it hasn't been selling is it is a bit of a funky layout. They put a lot of money into the kitchen, but for the number of folks that it can sleep, you're looking again 6 bedrooms, 7.5 bathrooms, so it can sleep a lot of people. But I think that there's some cramped spaces throughout it, and so I think that's why it's been having a tough time. But just a few details of what this looks like at auction, because I think you could get it for a steal, which is the nice part about it. There's not a lot that Michelle and I can do to help you at the auction, but we have a lot of people that do ask about foreclosures and things like that and guiding people through, so we want to let people know about this. So a few things about it. You're looking, it's going to be 66 Davis Court in Breckenridge is the property. Again, it's more like it's in Blue River. Total indebtedness on it is 1.28 million and change. So, when these things go to auction, it's literally on the county courthouse steps there. And there's a few things that you have to do, and the biggest one is just provide sufficient funds. Prove that you have sufficient funds, either cash on hand or a letter from the bank or something, so that you can provide full payment of the property within 2 hours of the close of the auction. So there's a number of different ways you can do that. You either have a previous history of providing funds within 2 hours of a sale. Since we haven't had a ton of foreclosure, I'm astonished that we've got this foreclosure going on right now. because this just doesn't happen in this market right now. But here we are. You can have sufficient funds wired to the public trustee account. That's one way to go about doing it. Or you have to show sufficient funds and certified checks to cover your minimum bids. Or show sufficient cash to cover the minimum bid. And this is all taken care of beforehand. You know, if you're wiring the money, obviously you're going to want to do that today so that it's there in time. And then you have to show up and the auction goes off. So yeah, if you have any questions about it, let us know. You know, like I said, this rarely happens, so it's pretty interesting that it's going on. And yeah, we'll see how this plays out tomorrow. I have to imagine that there's still some time for these folks who are the sellers to rescue it or pull it out, find some investors, something like that. But here we are nonetheless. So yeah, if you have any questions about it, where that location is, you know, give me a call, 720-339-7986, or shoot me an email at teamflick@summitliving.com. We're here to help, and this is an exciting one that doesn't happen that often. So we'll catch you next week for another episode of Flick Knows. Hope all is well. Happy New Year. Let's crush 2020.